Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to Prepinsta. So in this video, we are going to discuss about Capgemini Coding Assessment model questions or recently asked questions. So far we already discussed about Capgemini game-based round and Capgemini technical round, which is nothing but pseudocode and IT fundamentals. If you missed those videos, you can check it on our YouTube channel. And today we are going to discuss about what is a coding assessment and the difficulty level and the topics you need to take care. And we will discuss around 3 questions which are recently asked by the Capgemini. So without any further delay, let's dive into the video. And before that, this is a placement season, guys. So don't miss any type of updates from us. So follow our social media handles like Instagram, Discord, WhatsApp, and Telegram channels so that you will get an immediate update from us. And let's dive into the coding round of Capgemini. Actually, there are 2 questions they will ask you. Okay, in coding round, they will ask you 2 coding questions. And the first coding round or first coding question will be from basic to medium level. So definitely they are going to ask you questions based on arrays, strings, basic pattern problems, numerical sequences and sequence of the strings and simple problems. Okay, so guys, trust me, if you are good at these topics, you can able to clear 100% test cases in the first coding question. And when coming to the second coding question, the second coding question is a little bit difficult. And if you have good knowledge in hash map or dictionary based problems or stacks and queues and strings hashing and frequency based logic, nested loops related or data structures manipulation and algorithm related problems, if you have a good knowledge, you can also clear the second question as well. Guys, please take care of this syllabus and practice accordingly. You will get a good result in your Capgemini examination. Okay, so these are the most important topics. And to be honest, I am saying a lot of questions we have seen where whenever the examination is completed, I will take the feedback from the students. So they said like simply, if you prepare basic to advanced level or strings and arrays problems, at least you can solve 1 question for sure. So if you solve 1 question at least, you will be in the safe zone. You can get a better average package also. There are 3 packages the Capgemini on campus is happening, right? So at least you will get the second level package at least if you solve 1 question. Okay, if you solve 2 questions, you will get the higher packages. Okay, senior analyst row. So without any further delay, let's get started. So I have taken the screenshot from the students. So the screenshot won't be that much visible in our screen. So that's why I have recreated the question. So let's see the statement here. The first problem we are discussing, okay, under this video. So the problem is you are giving a single character C and the character C lies between A to Z or A to Z, which is nothing but either it is a small c or capital C, might be lies in small a to Z or capital A to Z. If the character is uppercase, convert into lowercase, and if the character is lowercase, convert it into uppercase. Print the result. Okay. So C is a character, guys. It's not an alphabet actually here. So here in the C, we are storing the character or alphabet. Remember that. So they will give you either small letters or capital letters. You need to convert them into vice versa. Simple. So the input consisting of a single line. So only we have to take one single line input. And the line consisting of a single character, which is a kind of string. And input will be read as std in and output must be output consisting of single character, that is changed character, and output printed as std out. So this is a simple problem statement they have given. So let's examine the input and output so that you can get a clarity. So the input small a is given and you need to convert into capital A, right? If they have given small c, you have to convert into capital C. If they have given, for example, small m, you have to convert into capital M. If they have given, for example, capital D, you need to convert into small d. So always remember, guys, whenever you are using the strings concepts or string related problems, the first and foremost thing you need to have a good knowledge in ASCII values. Whenever you want to change the characters, ASCII value is the key maker. So first we'll study about the ASCII table. So if you carefully observe, capital A is 65 and small a is 97. So I am taking a black color pen here so that I can write it in a proper way for you. So just look at here. So here I am writing capital A is 65 and small a is 97. If I want to convert capital A to small a, what I need to do? If I add 32, it will become small a, right? And if I subtract 32 from small a, it will convert into capital A. Is this applicable to everything, every alphabet or not? Let's verify. For example, I am randomly taking F is a 70 and small f is 102. Capital F plus 32, 70 plus 32 is 102. 102 means small f. So if you want to convert, so simply I am erasing the things and I will give you the final idea about it. So if you want to convert capital letters to small, you need to add 32. And if you want to convert small to capital letters, you have to do minus 32. How you can decide whether it is a capital or small? I have to use if else condition. If it is a capital, I will add 32 and it will convert into small. Else, it will be converted into capital. Why? Because they are only giving the alphabets, and alphabets will be either uppercase or lowercase, only two categories, right? So you can use if else condition. So this is the best optimized solution we can achieve, rather than doing a lot of things like converting into the ASCII value and all the things. We can simply do that. And guys, here Python is not allowed. So what I did is I have created the solutions in C programming language and Java for you. You can go through them, and if you are having, for example, C++ background, you can also use the similar code and you have to convert into your C++ syntax. That's it. So here there is nothing, there is any new huge concepts. Almost C, C++, Java will have a similar syntaxes. You can follow. Okay, just slight syntax changes will be there. Let's look into the C code. So here I have taken stdio.h, which is nothing but input and output header file. So it is a standard library we can use, or header file we can use to scan the character. So this is a input taking. We don't have to bother about. We have to look for the main code. For example, if a is greater than or is equal to single quotation a and c is less than or is equal to small z, which means if the character they entered, so I am writing in a black color, so if the character they have entered is between small a to small z, what is it called? Small alphabets, right? The small alphabets need to convert into capital. So what we have to do? We have to subtract. So that's why in the if case we have written printf %c minus 32, which means converting to uppercase. Else part, we are also checking here, but we don't have to check also. Why? Because if it is not a small, then definitely it will be a capital. So capital is converted into C plus 32. You can write this if condition or you can skip, also fine. Why? Because they have mentioned clearly that they will only give the first line a character. So you can do that. For example, if they are giving, if they in the conditions or in the note, for example, in some problems also they will mention, if they mention note like that, for example, if it is not a alphabet, print -1 like that if they said, then you have to write this code like this, and last else part you have to write, if it is not category of small or capital, you have to write print and you have to write the last else part and you have to print simply -1 every time. So it totally depends on how the question they're asking and what kind of test cases they have given. So if they have mentioned any note like this, please write the last else part also. If they haven't mentioned anything, you don't have to write any -1 related logics. Okay. So this is about one question which is asked in previous year papers, like last few 1 or 2 years I have taken the papers. You can check it. And this is the same code you can check for the Java. Even I am zooming it for you. So in Java, hardly the slight changes will happen according to input receiving. In C, we will use scanf. Here, what you will do, you will call the scanner class. So okay, so I am not talking about those things. So here also the same logic we have implemented to convert into lowercase and uppercase, and we are printing the characters. So in order to convert into the characters, you have to use the functions of char and everything. You need to take care, guys. So I don't want to explain in the Python. I would like to go with C only in this session. Okay. Next, if you want to get practice to all these things, guys, follow our Prepinsta, and Prepinsta Prime is a 200 plus courses with a single subscription. So you can observe. Also, you can learn any upskilling courses like upskilling courses like artificial intelligence, machine learning, data scientist, data analytical courses, cloud computing. All these courses you can learn. If you want to learn any programming language like C, C++, Java, Python, or if you want to update yourself with the data structures and algorithms in any programming language, you can use our platform. Not only this, if you want to prepare for your aptitude sessions like quantitative aptitude, verbal, logical reasoning, even game based aptitude also we have a course. So all these courses you will get under a single subscription. You don't have to invest for each and every course separately on the internet. You can come to our Prepinsta Prime and start learning with a single subscription. All 200 plus courses are free. And use the coupon code KTKMAX to grab the maximum discount, guys. So don't miss this opportunity. So let's go to the next question without any further delay. So the next question they have given is, the problem statement is, you are given an integer n, find and print the sum of all its divisors starting from 1. Okay. The sum lies within the integer range. The input consisting of a single line input, and the line consisting of single integer, and input will be read from stdin by the candidate. So whenever they have given like this by the candidate, so you need to take care of writing input and output operations. So by default, some people will say like default blueprint they will give you, right? So in some examination they will give you input and output operations. You need to only focus on the core logic. Whenever they said the input also need to take care by the candidate, you need to take care of the input, guys. So you need to write the scanf in C, you need to write the scanner function in Java, or you need to write scene statement in C++. So here is the question screenshot I have taken. So it will be a little bit blur, so that's why I have converted into the text. So let's see. The output will be a single integer, that is the sum of all the divisors starting from 1. The output will be matched with the candidate output printed on std out. Okay. And the constraints they have given is the maximum value you can take it from 0 to 10 power 9. Okay. If the input is 6, the output is 12. Let's clearly explain this concept, guys, for you. Okay. So here the input is 6. How many divisors are there for 6? Which is nothing but 1, 2 will divide, 3 will divide, 4 will never divide, and 6 will divide. And if you add sum of all the divisors, which is nothing but 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 6, they haven't said exclude the number itself, exclude the 1. They said from 1 to n, whatever the number it will divide, add it. So the answer will be 12. So here 5 plus 1, 6, 6 plus 6 is 12. So total 12 we need to print as output. For example, if you consider 12, so 12 will be divided by 1, 12 will be divided by 2, 12 will be divided by 3, 12 will be divided by 4, 6. I think it is also divided by itself, 12. So if you observe 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, never divide. So if you add 12 plus 6 plus 4, 10, and this is also 6, which is nothing but 28. So the answer is 28 as the output. This is how you need to find the output, right? So first I need to find the number of divisors. So how a lot of people will do is nothing but they will run a for loop and they will start from 1 and they will run up to n value and I plus plus. If n divided by I, what they will do is they will add sum is, for example, we will take sum is equal to 0 and sum plus I we will do, right? So this is a regular approach we can allow. But the time complexity here is O of n, which is not an optimized solution. For example, this question is given in, for example, as a second question. If you write this code like this, only 50 to 60% of the test cases will be passed and remaining test cases will be failed. Why? Because in the advanced level or in any company, advanced level questions will be examined through the optimization concepts. They won't give you like a random input. So if you carefully observe, the input is from 0 to 10 power 9. So very huge values they will give you. So whenever you have a huge values, they will also monitor the time taken by your code. Whenever your time exceeded the required time, then those test cases will be failed. So this is where the students will fail in the examination by getting to get the 100% test cases passed. So in order to avoid that, you need to think about optimized code. So whenever you have a divisors concepts, guys, I would like to give you an idea. So I'm just erasing the screen here. Remember, for example, we have 6, right? Whenever 6 is divided by 1, I will take the coefficient also. So 1 divides 6. What is the coefficient? Parallelly 6. Whenever it is divided by 2, what is the other coefficient? So 6 by 2 is nothing but coefficient 3. So 1 is also divisor of 6, 6 is also divisor of 6, which means if you divide by one number, whatever the coefficient you will get by exactly dividing, the coefficient also a divisor for this. So you need to take a pair at a time so that you will have very less iterations to get the more numbers, or which is the divisors. So when I divide by 3, the coefficient is 2. So already 3 and 2 we already got. So I don't have to divide by 3. If you carefully observe, by the end of this first 2 iterations only, I got 1, 6, 2, 3, which is sum is 12. That means you don't have to complete the for loop till 6. You can take up to half of the numbers. And this is the concept you will use in prime numbers concept as well, if you remember or not. In prime numbers, we will check up to square root of n elements only. Why? Because if 1 is divided, the other number also is divides the same number. If the 2 divides the number and the coefficient is also divides the number. So the pairs we are getting, we will add them simultaneously. So that in order to go for 6, I will stop at 2 only. So see, the for loop ran for 6 times in the beginning. Now it's running only for 2 times. So the time complexity got reduced. So the time complexity went to square root of n. Let's solve the equation. So I am not talking about input and output operations, guys. Why I have taken here long is nothing but the n value is from 0 to 10 power 9. So you have to design your data type in a way that it will receive up to 10 power 9 value. So that's why here instead of int or long, we are using long. Why? Because it will receive up to 10 power 9. Okay, long we are using. So I'll just quickly explain you the code in C programming language. So I said, right, SQRT also we will use. So SQRT is a part of math header file. So that's why what they said, for input they have taken stdio.h. For the SQRT calculation part, we have included the math.h header file. So you guys are if bit strong in C++, I don't have to explain all these things. So int main long n, and I scanned the things. Okay, now what we are doing is Just look at here. I have taken long sum is equal to 0, which is nothing but we need to find the sum of the elements, right? For that, I have taken sum is equal to 0. And long limit is equal to long of square root of double of n, which is nothing but I am finding the square root of n and storing it to limit, which is nothing but this also you can directly insert at the for loop, but just for the clarification I have separately designed. I have found the square root of n and I store it into the limit. For example, 6 square root is how much? So we have converted into the integer, right? Mostly you will get 2 point something. So you will get 2 only into the limit. So I value is 1 and limit value is 2 here for the 6 I am talking about, okay? And I plus plus. So loop will run from 1 to 2. Next, if n percentage I, n value is 6, percentage I means 1, which is equal to 0 or not? Yes, true. If you modulus with a 1, any number will divide exactly, so 0. So long d1 is equal to I and long d2 is equal to n by I. What is d1? d2 is nothing but d1 is divisor 1. So I told you, right? 1 is divided by 6. So 1 is a divisor of 6. What is the quotient? Quotient means 6 by 1, which is equal to 6, right? So 6 I am storing in d2. So divisor 1 and divisor 2 at a time we are getting. One is divisor, another is quotient. So I stored in d1, d2. And sum is equal to d1. If d1 is not equal to d2, sum is equal to d2. For example, there is a 9, right? 9 is divisible by 3. What is the quotient you will get? 3. So, can you add 3 2 times? No, right? Whenever the quotient and divisor same, we don't have to consider twice. We have to consider only one time. So, that is the exclusive case. I have written this if statement. If d1 not is equal to d2, so 1 and 6 are different. So, that's why I am adding d2 also to the sum. So 1 is added, 6 is also added. Now the loop will repeat. Now 6 divided by 2. So 2 will be stored in d1 and 6 by 2 is nothing but 3. 3 is stored in d2. d1 I am adding directly. So 2. d1 not equal to d2. True. True means 3 will be added. If it is false, we don't have to add the d2. Why? Because d1 is already added. So this is the optimized code, guys, you need to write in your examination for these type of problems to get your code executed in a proper way. Okay, so here also I have given the Java code for the same problem and in a same format. Just only syntax is the difference. So you can take the screenshot if you want, or you can pause the video and you can examine the code. I am not explaining this, okay? Just I will explain the C code and rest of the codes, whether you are good with C++ or Java or .NET, please convert into the corresponding language, whatever you are familiar with. And trust me, Python is not there. So please, if you are preparing for Python with the, you pick the Python as a programming language, just for Capgemini, please alternatively learn the another programming language. It's better. Next. The question they are asking is nothing but the problem statement they have given. Given an array n minus 1, numbers in the range 1 to n, find the missing number. N value is 1 to 1000. Array elements range from 1 to n, only one element is missing. Okay. Input n is an integer followed by n minus 1 integers in the array. The missing number we have to find. So just look at here, guys. For example, input is equal to 5. If input is equal to 5, the output must be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they are continuously giving the 5 elements. This is the actual meaning of the question. But in this order, one element will be missed. You need to find that. For example, they have given 1, 2, 4, 5. Among 1, 2, 4, 5, 3 is missing. Why? Because it's a continuously consecutive numbers they are asking. For example, if they give 7, so I will take this. If they have given 7 and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 they have given. The missing number is 4. You can't say 8, guys. Okay. The continuous numbers will be there. For example, if they are given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then then the answer is 7. So this is how you need to design your code. So how we can achieve this? So I will explain first, then you can get a idea. This can be achieved by using mathematics is better. So many people will do a for loop concepts, but I suggest you can easily achieve this through mathematical approach, guys. For example, 5 elements are given. What is the sum of the first 5 numbers? N into n plus 1 by 2, right? Which is equal to 5 into 5 plus 1 by 2, which is equal to 5 into 6 by 2, which is equal to 15. What is the sum of the given elements? 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 5, which is equal to 12. Am I right or not? So the expected sum for the first 5 elements is n into n plus 1 by 2. So sum of the numbers here 15. But we got only 12. So if you take the difference of 15 and 12, what is the answer? 3. So this is the missing number in the sequence, right? So whenever they said about the sequences, always remember about the mathematical calculation or equations like arithmetic progression, geometric progression and harmonic progression related formulas. You need to remember, guys, so that you can do better coding than remaining people if you have a maths background in a better way. So here, for example, I will take another example also, no problem. I said earlier as a 7, right? So for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So if you add 5 plus 4, 9 plus 1, 10 and 7 plus 3, 10, 22 you got. What is the sum of 7 elements? 7 into 7 plus 1, that is 8 by 2, which is equal to 4, which is equal to 28. Sum of the elements is 28 and sum of the given elements is 22. So the difference is 6. That is the missing number. So simply you have to find sum of the first n numbers. That is n into n plus 1 by 2. So whatever the value they will give, I will immediately write n into n plus 1 by 2 formula. And whatever the elements they have given, I will use one for loop and I will add those elements. And finally I will print the difference between the first value and the second value. That's it, answer completed. So let's examine the C programming code here. So here simply if you observe, I have taken n value and I have did the scanf, and also we are taking the list of the elements, so we have used it. Next, and also what we are doing is, whenever you are scanning the each element, we are parallelly adding to the sum. So we are not using double time for loop. Whenever some person entering, for example, n value is 5. Whenever he is entering into the scanf, for example, 1 is entered, immediately it will add to the sum. 2 entered, 2 immediately added here. 4 entered, immediately added here. 5 immediately added here. So sum will be around 12. Now int expected answer, expected is nothing but n into n plus 1 by 2 is the answer, right? So simply it will give you 15 as the answer. Why? Because 5 into 6 by 2 is nothing but 5 into 3, which is nothing but 15. And the output printf is equal to percentage d expected minus sum, which is nothing but 15 minus 12. Always here less value you will get and expected will be more, then you will get the missing number. So this is how you need to do the problems in a good manner, guys. So if you do these kind of problems, trust me, you will able to solve at least 50% of the test cases in your Capgemini examination. And in the future or in the next videos, we will do advanced level coding questions also. So if you need advanced level coding questions explanation also, please comment on this video. If we get more than 20 to 30 comments, then definitely we will do the advanced questions on Capgemini as well. And also hype the video to reach more people. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel and like this video. And if you want to get immediate hiring updates, follow our Instagram, Discord, WhatsApp, Telegram channels. All the links are given in the description of the video. Never miss this opportunity, and all the best guys. Happy preparation from Prepinsta for the Capgemini.